Hi everyone, thank you for choosing Predicta 4 vibration monitoring platform. In this video, I'm going to let you know how easily you can create your machines, add your devices to your machines, and start using your PQ vibration monitoring sensors in a very easy way. So, first of all, you will receive the link to your account through an email, and you will have an opportunity to set up your account, like setting the desired password. So after you set up your account with your desired password, you will be able to use the link sent to you, and using your email and password, you can easily log into your Predicta 4 dashboard account. After logging into your dashboard account, you will be able to see your dashboard if you have already added a few machines and devices, as it's shown here, and you will be able to configure your account for the first time, that I'm going to talk about it in this video. So just to know the whole steps, step 1, you need to create a machine including components and measurement points. I will explain. Step 2, you need to add your PQ devices into your account and assign them to the desired measurement point from the desired machine. Then step 3 is to go inside where your machines are and physically install your PQ on your desired measurement point, like on the motor or pump or everywhere, and use a setup app, an easy setup app that is installed on Android phone, and set up your device. Then you can come back here at step 4 in dashboard and see how data is arriving and analyzed. So in easy 4 steps, you can do everything and start seeing your data. So let's get started from step 1. So step 1, as I said, is to create your machine, including components and measurement points. By clicking on this management menu and selecting machines here, you will be able to see a button here. The name is Add New Machine. If you click on this button, you can give your machine a name. For example, cooling water pump number 1, or any name that you like it. Then save. Then this machine will be added into your account, as you can see here, cooling water pump number 1. You can configure it by clicking on this gear icon. You can add component to it, and you can add points. After you added at least one component, you will be able to add points. And as you know, every rotating machine usually comprised of a driver, which is usually an electric motor, for example, and a derivative, which is usually something like a pump, a fan, a compressor. So we call that driver, for example, motor, or that driven machine, like for example, compressor, a component. So component means those stuff. So when I can give my components by clicking to add component, you can see this pop-up. So you can give your component a name, and you can choose from different component types, either driver or driven, as I told. So for example, driver, AC motor. Then it will show a few fields that you can change if you want. The only mandatory field is RPM. Is it fixed or not? In other words, if your motor has a VFD or not. So if it has a VFD, the answer to this question is no, because VFD will change the RPM, right? But if it doesn't have a VFD, variable frequency drive, the answer to this question is yes, the RPM is fixed because it doesn't have any VFD. And you need to enter your RPM here. Try to enter a value that is accurate. For now, I'm going to leave the other fields. In some other videos, you can know more about each of these fields. But for now, because I'm trying to explain the whole system, I'm going to leave them blank for now. Okay, I added my first component. Now I am able to add my first point. Let's name it motor non-drive end, or simply motor NDE. I have to assign it to a component, for example, motor. I can select bearing type and bearing number, but I'm going to leave these fields again like empty. As I said in another video, you will be able to see more details about this information. So now I have a machine that at least has one component and one measurement point, and this is enough for me for this demonstration. So remember, we added cooling water pump number 1, motor as a component, and motor ND as a point. That's this ends step 1. Now we need to go to devices here to do step number 2. And step number 2 is to add our new device or new PQ to our account. You will receive the information that you need to add it here. I'm going to name my device after my measurement point. It's up to you to how to name your device, but it is better to name it. Before coming here, you need to know which point and which machine you are going to install this particular device or PQ on it. So it's better to name it after that measurement point. And my machine name was cooling water pump number 1. And my desired point was motor ND. This way you will see the same points name in your device page, and you will know that exactly which measurement point this device is attached to. Then you will need a QR code. This will be sent to you by email. It will be something like this. So I start by P and a few numbers. You will need a QVV, which is a security code. It will be sent to you by email. So there is no worries about this too. Then you need to select the machine component and points name. And as I told earlier, I'm going to select cooling water pump number 1, component motor, and point motor ND. Then you can confirm that you have given the name after the relevant machine component and points name. So the same. Okay, and here at the end of this form or pop-up, you can choose how frequently your PQ is going to send data. You can choose any desired hours, like for example 6 hours and 0 minutes, or you can choose continuous monitoring. So it will be the node will send frequently data as fast as possible, which is currently something about 2 minutes. Or you can choose manual data collection. In this, if you choose manual data collection, the device, the PQ, will not send any data by itself. You need to press its button. The name is reset button. I will talk about it in another part of this video, which is I'm going to set up using the setup app. So if you choose manual data collection, you will need to press the reset button every time you want the node to send data. For now, I'm going to select custom interval as like every 12 hours. Then if you click on save, this new node will be added, or this new PQ will be added here. As you can see the name of it, cooling water pump number 1 motor NTE. And it is ready to be installed. The particular sensor that you added here will be ready to be installed physically on your motor in this case. And then using the setup app, which is step number 3, it will be set up and will start sending data. So in next section of this demonstration, I'm going to use setup app to set up my P-Cube on my cooling water pump number 1 motor ND as a measurement point. The application, the app for using to set up your node, your P-Cube, it can be downloaded from Google Play. You will receive a link to this place, but you can easily find it in Google Play by simply searching Predicta for easy setup while you are using your phone, your Android phone, and then install it on your Android phone, and then use it in a way that I'm going to show it right now. Well, after installing Predicta for Easy Setup app on your phone, its icons will appear on your phone desktop, your phone homepage. Then you can easily click on it. And the very first page is login page. You can use the same login information you have for using like having access to dashboard. The same login and password can be used here. Then press on login. Then right after login, it will show you the video, the camera of the phone. And what you need to do is to just scan the QR code, which is a QR code on your P-Cube device. So it will automatically recognize your P-Cube QR code, which is a digit 7-digit number having a P at the beginning of it. The same QR code we used when we added the device into the dashboard account. Then at this step, you need to make sure that the SSID for the Wi-Fi and the password is correct. And to explain a little bit more, when you are using your phone and setup app to set up your P-Cubes, first of all, your phone needs to be connected to the same Wi-Fi that is going to be used by the P-Cube device. That's the first point. Then make sure that the same Wi-Fi is listed here. So including the Wi-Fi name or SSID and its password. This is necessary for the P-Cube to be set up correctly. If you are sure about the SSID or Wi-Fi name and password, the next step is to press confirm here on the setup app screen, and at the same time press the reset button, which is the only button our P-Cubes have. So confirm and press the reset button at the same time. Then you need to wait maybe 1 or 2 minutes for the setup process to go ahead and set up the device with Wi-Fi information. Here we go. After setup app is able to configure Wi-Fi of the P-Cube, it will automatically transfer to this screen. And at this step, you need to take a few photos. Photo 1 is from machine nameplate. So I'm going to just take a picture to pass this step. But inside, because I'm in my office, so inside you need to take a photo of the machine nameplate as shown in the setup app screen. Then you need to take a photo of the whole machine as shown in the screen. By whole machine, we mean, for example, if it is a motor and pump, you need to take a photo in a way that the whole motor and pump and its configuration, like pipings,
base plate, anything can be seen. And these pictures will be stored on your account, and you will be able to see them when you log in into your account. So just for demonstration purpose, I'm going to take a picture out of a chair, so I can show to you that where this picture will be shown. And then click on next. At this step, you need to do the direction mapping depending on your machine. Either your machine is horizontally oriented or vertical. You can choose the right answer. Then depending on if you have installed the P-Cube on the top of the machine or side of the machine, you can choose the option. For example, I'm assuming that I have installed the P-Cube on the top of machine. And then you need to know which direction, either Z or Y, is aligned with shaft axis. So you can find more information about this stuff in the user manual. Then click on next. And the last picture that you need to take is a photo from the P-Cube and the whole machine. So press on take a picture. Take a photo, and it will allow you to confirm the photo, and like using the tool, which is a square, select that portion of photo that you really want to be used. And click on next. And that's it. The whole setup app process now is complete. So by pressing on finish, we can move to the rest of the process.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, after running the setup app, you can allow the P-Cube to send a few data if it is in continuous monitoring mode, or press the reset button maybe 2-3 times to send a few data if it is not in continuous monitoring mode. Then we can come to dashboard. Okay, after using the setup app, now the P-Cube is sending data to the dashboard. So there are two ways to have access to the data. You can either click on dashboard and then click on the measurement point that you are looking for it to see data, like for example, cooling water pump number 1, motor NDE. Or you can go to machine tree, select your desired machine and measurement point, and you will be automatically redirected to the graphs and more information that are available in the account. We have some other videos recorded as a demonstration of how to use your dashboard and how to have access to data. But just as a simple point, if you see here, if you point your mouse over any graph, it will show the last time and value of the data of the vibration. If you go down, you can see temperature data. And if you go down, you can see battery data. And as we have recorded some other videos for demonstrating how to get access to the data, I'm going to stop this session here. And this was a full demonstration from the beginning to the end, how to use your P-Cube, how to add it to the account, how to use setup app, and how to see data using your dashboard.